Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Some major news. Some very dangerous legislation has been filed in 20 states, almost half of the nation. This legislation seeks to do one thing and one thing only, and it is fully funded and backed by the anti-gun billionaire Michael Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York City, who also spends billions of dollars a year fighting to take away the Second Amendment in every single state in the Union. Now, while it's going to be a different number in each state, it's in 20 of them, so pay attention. In Massachusetts, it's H3081. H3081, it's currently in the State House. It is filed by State Rep Linsky, David Linsky out of Natick, but it is fully backed and funded by Michael Bloomberg. Now, in your state, it might be worded slightly different, but it seeks to establish an extreme risk protection order in all 20 states. And what this is going to accomplish is, boom, nothing other than to take away your civil right and your ability to own a firearm. Now, I speak for Massachusetts and Louisiana. I was a police officer in both states. We have restraining orders. In Massachusetts, it's the 209A, which is the chapter of the Mass General Laws that it falls under. And if you get a 209A filed against you for whatever reason, whether it's a divorce, you beat your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. If you get it filed against you, you lose your guns. They come and they seize your firearms until the case is settled. And if it is, say this restraining order expires and there was no issues and they know that it was just filed for whatever reason, say it was a divorce and was just filed out of spite, then you can get your guns back. You can get your Second Amendment civil rights back. With this new extreme risk protection order, that's probably not going to be the case. Now, one of the things I would tell every single victim, male or female or child, that got a restraining order under my watch was that a piece of paper does not keep you safe. I would tell them that they should look into other ways to keep themselves safe, whether it was taking a class for self-defense, whether it was carrying pepper spray, carrying a firearm, whatever it was. I tried to let them know that don't put your life on a piece of paper, because it's not going to save you. Now, this legislation that's filed wants to go one step above the restraining order here in Massachusetts. The only thing it does, if issued, is take away your Second Amendment civil rights. That is it. The dangerous part is who can file for these. See, a restraining order is filed by one of two ways. The victim goes to the courthouse and seeks a restraining order, goes in front of the judge, has a quick hearing, and it's either granted or not. Or, say, we could call to a house for domestic assault and battery, whatever it is, we can call the judge on scene or from the station to get an emergency one in place. So it's one of three parties. It's the victim, the police, or the judge. That's it. But this new bill adds a wrinkle. And it's going to have a whole bunch more people who can file on the victim's behalf. A doctor, healthcare professional, mental health worker, licensed social worker, general practitioner, etc. Whole bunch of people who should have nothing to do with this at all, because they know nothing about civil rights. They know their profession. They don't know civil rights, and you can't just take them away on a whim. That's the scary part. Under the definition in this bill, a licensed social worker can get this extreme risk protection order against you and take away your civil rights for the rest of your life. Now, this order will last for 1 year. You do have one shot at appealing it, but if they blow you out of the water on the appeal process, that's it. You're never going to get your guns back, ever. Due process. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Now, in reading this bill, if someone puts a complaint in looking to get an extreme risk protection order against you, they're going to look into your recent purchases. Massachusetts, there's a registry. Every time you buy something, a firearm or ammunition, you use your PIN number and they know what you got. Other states have that as well. I know not all of them do, but this bill I'm reading and expressing is the Massachusetts version. Remember, it's in 19 other states. You might be one of them. So pay attention. So they're going to look into your recent purchases. So if the complaint comes in and you recently bought a firearm and ammunition, that alone makes you an extreme risk under this bill. This extreme risk protection order does nothing that the 209A restraining order in Massachusetts already accomplishes. It only looks to keep you from getting your gun back forever. Think of it. If you're a chief of police or a judge and Joe Blow comes in, had a restraining order put against him because he broke up with his girlfriend or whatever, and it expired after 30 days. She never went to get an extension, and nothing happened. You weren't even close to where she lived. Done, it expires, no issues. You can get your guns back, okay? You can get your stuff back from your local police department who seizes them during this process. But think about the judge or the chief who says, "Ooh, you had an extreme risk protection order. Do I really want the chance of you getting into another issue when you had this attached to you?" You know, who's going to do that? It just sounds different. This is great soundbite legislation. Goal in Massachusetts, I'm stealing that from them. This is soundbite legislation that does zero to accomplish what it's being billed as. It's being billed as a mental health legislation, but nothing in it addresses mental health. Pay attention, 20 states. A link is in the description for the Massachusetts version. I also just made a video that I put out right before this one, and it's how to contact your representative. If you do not know how to contact your rep, watch that couple-minute video, walks you through the process, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and you'll know how to do it now. I implore you, every person in Massachusetts who's watching this, call your representatives. If you already have, forward this to about 700 of your friends here in this state, because this needs to get done. Some of your representatives may not be for this, but they still need to hear from everybody. Because if they take just what they want, or what Michael Bloomberg's telling them, if they take that for gospel and don't hear from everybody, they're going to think that, okay, everybody's for it because silence is consent. If 10,000 people in their district call him saying, "Hey, dude, absolutely not," chances are he's going to feel that pressure because they all want to be reelected. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you like this information, please forward this to everybody you know. Like I said, it's sweeping the nation. Bloomberg's not stopping at 20 states. Believe me when I tell you that. You need to get this out, because if it fails on the legislation issue, it's going to be put in as a ballot initiative, and that's dangerous, especially for places like California, New York, Connecticut, Maryland, DC. The list goes on and on. Okay, we need your help. This is America. We are patriots. We need to do what we have to do. Make the phone calls, send the emails, make the texts, reach out on their Facebook. Get it done. Get it done now. This is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. I appreciate your time. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon, stay on your reps. Take care, everybody.